Salam family. It's me, Mikhael Massa. How are you doing? Brothers and sisters, first I want to announce that we are all hoping that things to getting better. We are praying for the sick. We are praying for the people that can't travel and can't see their families. We are praying for the people that traveled and are stuck somewhere, and we are praying for the people all around the globe that that the love should coming back to us, because we have to talk about China. We have to talk about China. China is attacking our people, but this is nothing new. Before I come into this knife attacks and this violent movement against our people, I want to announce that it is very important to go to Dr. Mumbi show. Dr. Mumbi, she has not started a long time ago with her channel, and she and her team, they are doing great work. Mostly they talk about Africa. It's like it is like a news all about everything what is going on all around the globe, about African people and African American or black people. Dr. Mumbi is very talented. Yeah, she's very talented, and I hope she will do long. She's doing a very great job, and we have to push that. So for the people that are in my channel, it is very good to go to Dr. Mumbi's page, yeah, to watch the things that she's saying. Very powerful messages. We have to support our people. We have to help our people, and to also we have to learn. Every one of us has different kinds of messages, and some of the messages are very powerful, and the messages are important, and we cannot forget these messages. It's always better if you have some messages that you have and you think these messages are very important. It's always good if you write these messages down, you think, because maybe you will need it one day if you go to the promised land. It's always better if you have something like a book where you have written all the things that is going around here in Europe and all around the world, because in the promised land sometimes things looks like everything is perfect, and the most of the messages, the most of the informations, you will not get it because of internet. Yeah, because we have always lower internet there, lower connection, you know, and also because of the television, the news is always showing us soaps, and they're showing us always the good white man, you know. They does not showing us the things that what they really doing, the bad news about them, and this is the problem. Where we want to start now with this. Chinese people never liked black people, you know, never. There was a history. I have to tell you, there is a woman. She had a child with Chinese, and yes, she begot the son in Africa. Then they went back to China. She and her husband, and do you know what happens to her? Yeah, they killed her. They killed the son, because they said that the son is a black child. The same thing happens to another Chinese man. He was in Africa. He was rich. He has made a lot of money, and because stealing our goods, and he made more than 40 children there with different kinds of women. Then normally he should take care of the children. No. He packed his things, took his money, and went out of the country. And bye. Back to the resources. if you believe or not, the Chinese have found many ways to take resources from Africans, and there is no paying back. There is from 100% they will give you they will give you 10%. This includes the government, and the 90% is for them. They have found, like in Angola, they have found a way to take to work with the Ashkenazim, to work with the Russian, to take the money from Angola to the way of India, and then to the Asian countries, and even some of the money went into Europe. So that's why you see that Angola has always corruption problems, and if you want to do business there, you cannot do business in Angola because they will charge for you a lot of money, because they think you are rich because it comes from outside, because they are only dealing with rich people. So this means if you are someone who is doing that does a business, a smaller business, you cannot do business in Angola. You have to do it in another way because of this kind of people. So corruption, you can see that these Chinese people, because China will never like us, never. It's spiritual. People always think it's about the color or something. Everything what you see, people does not like you, or it's always spiritual. Okay, I wanted to go to this office and it's closed too. So why they do not shut down everything what they have? The white man's power is over, huh? Yeah, there is no white man's power no more. You should believe it or not. Everything closed, everything. You see? Crazy. Now, oh, look how they shut this down, huh? What is that? Corona, Now, back to the truth. China has China has made his business because they humble themselves. They humble themselves by saying we will do more work for less money. And this was the problem for the Western world, because they do not want to spend too much money, and win a lot. So everything from the Western world went into China. Then China grew because they have the dragon as father. Everyone knows that people does not believe in dragon, This is a parable. This means dragon is the snake is the dragon, blue and red. You can go to Matrix. This means these people believe in white and black magic as well. This is why you can see they're showing always in Shaolin or in their movies people flying around. You see their medicine is different. You see their culture is different. You see, so they believe in that what we call Satan. And they worship hosts, dead hosts, calling them and doing they have their rituals what they do. And this is the power of China. And you cannot go to China and say no, don't do that. This is from the heaven. Tatan Zambi said, you China, this will be your God, this will be your spirituality, and this is that what they practice. Okay, only to make it clear for the people. If we are not today like China, or we are not like the Arabian people, it is because of us. It is because of us. This has nothing to do with the nations. By the way, only to tell you, because they have their power. They are working with their powers. You have to know that. So, and if you understand this, then you will also understand that these people never will like you. But the Most High has promised that never China will become a superpower. even if they go to fish all the fishes out of the seas, even if they go to take a lot of treasures from Africa, a lot of precious stones, food, etc. They go in building houses that lives 2 or 3 weeks, then it's thrown down. Yeah. Then even if they are fighting the Western world, because now they can. If you see why Donald Trump is not fighting Kim Jong-un, yeah, it is because Kim Jong-un has weapons. Even if Donald Trump throw one, then he can throw two. So it is simple. Yeah, this is the problem from us Africans. We cannot protect ourselves. Everything can happen to us because we are black, and everywhere where we are. That's why our people are not protected in China. Our people are not protected in Southern America. Our people are not protected in Brazil. Our people are not protected in Europe and nowhere, in Americas, etc. So this is the problem that we have. We are not a superpower. Yeah, and China is. China is. The Mosai said China will not become the superpower here in this world. America is the last. And if you understand this prophecy, this means that it will be a war between them. You see, it will be a war between Asia, yeah, some Russian and some Indians, Pakistani, against the so-called Western world, America, England. Then you have Germany and France. And that's why you also see this coronavirus epidemic. But the hatred between man did not start with coronavirus. Yeah. The good thing on coronavirus is that coronavirus now is showing us the differences. It's showing us who is who. You see, it is a good thing for the African or the black people to wake up to see that the Western world is just a man-made world with full of sacrifices, blood sacrifices, and that this will be crushed in seconds. You see, and where will you go now? Where do you go after your death? If you are alive, it is okay. We can ask, where do you go? But where do you go after your death? If you did only believe on this Western system, if you thought that the Western people would protect you and your family, and you gave everything what you have to the Western system, who will pay for your repentance? You could see that all this happens in the time of Egypt. These people, they attacked us. We did not know where we should flee, and we started to not to go after Tatanzambi, but we started to go after the nations to protect us. Yeah, we started to go to Egyptians, to Assyrians, gods, to say, yeah, in your name of the of Babel, in the name of the Baphomet, yeah, the mammoth, you see, yeah, puppets and stones and woods and what they are worship, you know, cows and all those things, you know. So they have the yin and yang. This means good have to be with the bad. It is normal to be bad, you know. That's why they have also how called the politics of them is totally different. Okay, so they are all like, you know, you see, we are all fighting like not to become zombies, yeah. But they 5G and all these things, they will receive it and they will like it. China will never say no against that, because they are already, if you go to North, how called communists. Yeah, they are communists, you know. And this in Asia and Russia, you will find it. You will find it in you will find it in northern Korea. You will find it in the China, you know. These people are, you know, are like robots. If you tell them go and kill, hey, it's not only one is coming, it's all of them. And that's why the Most High said, even if these people will come from seven ways, yeah, they will come from 7 ways to attack us. The Most High will, pam, beat them, and they will flee. All of them in one way. Pam! Oh, Most High, don't do that to us. So, the thing that I want to say is, yeah, the Most High say, no, the Most High say, if they come from one way, the Most High will beat them, and they will flee from the 7 ways, something like that. It's a nice parable. The China, we have to be very, very careful with them, because at this moment they are again attacking our people in China and persecuting them, taking their houses, throw them into the streets. They're doing with these people, with our people, whatever they want. And we have to stand up in internet and to talk about that, because now sometimes we cannot help with we have no government that can help us. We have no superpower, we have no own currency and all these things. We do not have our own money and all these things. We do not have our superpowers, like I say, but we have the word, and we have our prayers, and we have the spirits and the ruach that is said. What is our radar? The radar tells us very clear what is the radar tells us very clear what is coming or not coming, who is good or not good, you know. And these are the differences what we have. They have their radar, and they have their things that tell them what kind of weather will come tomorrow, and we have ours. And it is time to receive ours as ours, so that we can work on it. And if we start working on it, look at this. Massa is a big preacher. So if we start working on it, then yes, these people can't do us anything. And it is very important for us to receive this spiritual awakening, you know. And I have started it now to show the people the first step, the spiritual baptism. Spiritual baptism means deliverance from our bodies. What is very important, even Isaiah Congo went to the mountains and was invoking the ancestors, to asking him what he should do and why everything it is, like it is, who he is, what his mission is, etc., and how he can win the fight that he was sent for. Me too, I'm waiting so that the Most High one day will lift me up. So my mission is very clear. I am sent to I am sent for the world, not only for my people. It's clear, but it's clear that everything is that my people should be lifted up from that forever. And I hope you have understood this little message, that we have to unite. If other people, how can I explain? If hundreds of people, thousands of people do not want to unite, you can have 5 or 10 persons that unite, and these people will be very strong. You do not need thousands of people. You do not need hundreds of people, you know. You can have even 10, you know. That's why I always say, if you want to start to fight the dragon, because China and all them, they're taking the power from the dragon, So if you want to fight them, you have to do something. You need a prayer group. This is very important. And if you have the prayer group, you can start, how can I explain? You can start calling Tatanzambi so that he comes to you. And if he's there, then you can start wearing your weapons, your spiritual weapons. And if you wear your spiritual weapons, these people can't fight you nowhere. Never ever. And this is that what I have also to try to explain to people, because this will be the next step, how to call Tata Nzambi in your midst. Because people think Tata Nzambi is someone who does not speak, but if he does not speak or say anything, so how can it be that the children of Israel was always, if they were somewhere in the wilderness or the Mount Horeb and all these things, how could it be that Nzambi always was coming, even in the time of Babel, was coming to speak to his people directly? And that's why and that's why it is very important to do the work, the spiritual work, the spiritual awakening. People are scared. People are always scared if we talk about spiritualism, because you have to know our star is different. I'm not against the color of the people, but I'm against their spirits, and I know it is spiritual. I can see that. You can see it in almost many people. You can see it directly. If you do not see the spirit like here, like something like that, then you see it in the eyes. The eyes are showing everything. You can see beasts around them. You can see everything. It is easy. If you have the eyes, no one can lie to you. So now we need people that can hear. We need people that can heal. We need people that says to mountains, stand up, and the mountain will run away. We need people that invoke in spirits. We need people that know what kind of spirit inside someone's body is, so that we will be not trapped. We need so many things in the spiritual ways, like also in the political way and in the scientist way. So, and for everyone that does Tata Nzambi's work, if he is a nurse, if he is a teacher, if he is a doctor, if he is someone like Dr. Mumbi, you see, or others, in America and everywhere where they are totally welcome. Salam, brothers and sisters. People are already standing here and shaking their eyes. Salam, it's always powerful. Thank you very much.